Welcome back. Today we have a new farming location, and this location is going to be a survival mission. That's why we're going to need Cora. Now the reason I chose this new location is some people want to farm Plastids, Polymer Bundle, and Nanospore, so this is a fantastic area, and also it drops Axie Relics. As always, when it comes to survival, I always like to pick Cora. Some people pick Necros and other stuff, but Cora is really the best when it comes to handle it. This is the build just for the new guys that have not been watching the videos from before. You have to have dispensary. It makes it easier. If you don't have it, you can get Spectral Rage from Gar, and it does the same thing, but this will make your life a lot easier. Pair it with this Streamline. This is what you need to have. You can take a screenshot of it and use exactly the same build. This is entirely up to you guys. You can put here whatever you wish. Me personally, I cannot stand bullet jumping so slow. That's why you see Lightning Dash, Firewalker, and Ice Spring fully maxed out. I love using these bullet jump mods. Mobility in this game is a big deal for me. But you can substitute it for whatever you wish. Another thing that you must have this synth fiber. That way when you collect the energy from the dispensary, you get them as, not the energy, when you collect the health orbs, they become energy basically. This makes you collect them even if you have full HP. I know some of you guys are already familiar with all this. Just for the new guys that have not seen the old videos, this is the build. For the stat stick, I have critical damage and heat. If you have critical damage, chance, melee damage, things of that nature. Because you're dealing with infested, it doesn't really matter. You have a jaw sword, fantastic. You have Amphis, fantastic. Just go for anything that has a high disposition. And this does the trick. This can go up to 5,000 enemies and you'll be just fine. Even more. I haven't tested it, but I know you can go more. And you have to have Norman Power Spike right here. This matters a lot. This really matters a lot for people who like to play melee. That way you don't lose your combo and you keep it at 12 for most of the time. Other than that, let's just jump into the mission. Before we jump into the mission, I know a lot of you have asked how come I have different color buffs. I made them intentionally yellow from here, from the HUD, so that they are easily spotted. That light blue I was not digging, I wasn't seeing it that clearly, so I made it light blue, or actually yellow. And when it comes to the red crits, I've had it with seen red crits, so I made them pink or whatever you want to call this. Different color crits. And the commas that you see when the damage, when I do 1,000,000 damage or 600, those commas I didn't do any settings. I think after Gara Prime came or was released, it came with it. So I think you're just probably not doing enough damage for you to see the commas, but if you have something that does a lot of damage, you'll be able to see it. So the mission that we are going to jump into is this one right here. As you're in your anus. So this is the spot. It's a dark sector, another infested goodie. And let's jump right into it and show you guys what variations of that room that we are going to be spawning the Acolyte in. Let's see. Okay, you see right here? The room sometimes spawns in the beginning. If it spawns in the beginning, it's fantastic. This is the room that you actually need right here. This is the room that you need right here. Perfect to Acolyte spawning, so place a dome and another dome. Remember, cross this line and look straight. Trap him right away. He started running way too fast. I hope the Steel Essence goes back. Let's see. Yeah, it's 15, that's fine. That's perfect. So that's where you kill the Acolyte, and we'll see you guys maybe in the hour mark, 2 hour marks, or when a double or triple buff comes. See you in a few. That's the other Acolyte. Put one ulti here, one ulti here. Make sure you cross this room, and as soon as you're here, just get ready to spam your 2. That way you trap him all the way back there, you don't want him too close. And that's it, you just handle business. Go here, collect. And handle business. Alright, we'll see you guys in a few. That is the third Acolyte. Let's go pick up this quick. Smack this guy from on top of us. Make sure you're in here, inside. I don't like how he got too close. Hopefully his Steel Essence goes back. Yes, it did go back. Good. Go collect. And come back. See, there's still one endo right there. I gotta pick it up. Alright, we'll see you guys maybe at the hour or 2 hour mark, or when we get a double or triple buff. Would you look at that? This is the second affinity buff. Not a double buff, but the second affinity, just a single affinity buff I get in 18 minutes. Slam the ground, turn back, and hit. Let's see if we get anything at the 127. Come on. Oh, wow! Would you look at that? So far it's a double buff. Now, this is interesting because one thing you can do is you can pause the game. One of the guys in the comments section actually did that. He pauses the game and he sets a timer. That way he doesn't get confused. And he knows exactly how many seconds he has left. So we have a double buff already. This is fantastic. I like that. Are we gonna get a triple buff? Come on, we need a quadruple buff. People gotta see how sexy a quadruple buff is. Ah, that's a shield. We take a shield. I'll always say in any buff is better than nothing. It's always a step towards the right direction. So we got a double buff. I need to pick these up. I have how many more chances? I have 3 more chances, I believe. Parked at the 127, so I have one at the 101, 74. I have a few more chances. I'll push it until the 47 seconds. Nothing at the 101, so we wait. Oh, look at that. XCG6. That's why I like this area too, because you get these XC relics as well. Excuse me guys, I gotta collect. Let's see the 74. 74, anything? Anything? He gave me a critical chance. Well, I guess critical chance is okay. We have one more chance. Let's wait until the 47. I might call it a day after this. Because there's still another location that I gotta show you guys. But at least you got to see how to do this. I got an energy, that's it, collect. 48, 16, 16, 32, and so 50 in about 20 minutes. I call that a good day. Alright, we just extract now. There's no need to stay any longer, because I just wanted to show you guys this new spot. One thing that's interesting about this tile set is I had it spawn right in the beginning. Now it can spawn somewhere in the middle, and I'll have to show you guys a different variation. See, like this, it can spawn right here, and you can just come, set up your dome here, make sure you cross this line, Acolyte will spawn right there in front of you, trap him and kill him. So there's a lot of different variations. This is still a good one right here, because literally it's just a straight ahead. You kill the enemies, you come out here quick, loot, and come back. Just be careful when you roll back. So it's best maybe to slam attack the floor. Oh, an Acolyte. Maybe we'll have to give him business. We have no combo, so we'll try to build one quick. I don't know what's gonna... Oh, I should have made him spawn there, just to show you guys that it actually does work. That's alright. Would you look at that? Well, it doesn't matter. We got the seal essence that we need, but this is the actual other tile set. Not tile set, but room that you should be looking for. It spawns all over the map. Probably spawns here too, let's see. That looks like a spot that it can spawn in. Nope. Oh, that's... Yep, that's another location right here. That's the room. You cross this. He spawns right there. Trap him and keep going. Now this is not the best because look, enemies will come from the left and the right side. So sometimes you might have to do this to collect the loot. Sometimes you might have to do that. It's best to look for straightaways. But that just goes to show you that that same room spawns all over. And whatever variation you like that's a straightaway, stick to it. Get your nasty, your nanospores, your plastids, and your polymer bundle. And you can farm the XC relics on the same time as well. Is this the same room again? Yes. No, that's not it. It's a small room. Well, that concludes it for today. That's a different location. Well, the next one probably won't be a survival, but it will be more of possible a sabotage mission. So we'll try to pick one that's early on the game, so the early players that have access to Steel Path can start doing it as soon as possible. Now, one thing that I want to ask you guys, should I start streaming on YouTube or should I start streaming on Twitch? Because I'm planning on doing streams once a week or maybe more. I don't know, depending on how much time I have. Let me know in the comment section below whether I should go with YouTube or Twitch. You guys know better. And other than that, we'll see you guys on... Actually, before we do that, let's check the steel essence. See if we have 6,426. That's not so bad. So, and by the way, the other sabotage mission, a guy with the name Arthas, you can look up his video on YouTube. He tried that method and he came out with 226 or 36, and it works just fantastic. So if you guys still have any doubts, check out his video so you can see how to bank. He does do it a little bit different by using Vectis and Epitaph. I like to avoid that. That way we get an affinity buff as soon as possible, like you guys saw. But either way, as long as he's using Ivara, it's a lot easier on him. And as long as you have any invisible frame, pretty much, you can use Loki or you can use any other frame that goes invis. So keep a lookout on the next video that will be coming out sometime soon. And we'll see you guys on the next video. Take care.